Hi everybody, today's video will be a hat with two colors. First we will cast on the machine by starting by the black needle, one in the front, one in the back. You do that for the first row. And you could see in this video we don't use any waste yarn because we don't have to. So if you're not a crochet lady or not comfortable with hook, this will be a nice start video for you. So the first row is done. Now I will crank a little bit faster. Make sure your yarn stay always in the yarn feeder and you be just right. And pull on your yarn from the ball to prevent some tension during the hat making. So you continue like that and you cut at 10 rows. At 10 rows I cut because I will do a color change. For the color change I will use some pink, hot pink. I will put the yarn just close to the tail of the yellow one, hold it a little bit to make sure that it's been well grabbed by the needle. So I will do a double knot here to keep everything secure and together. So I will do that and then crank for 10 more rows, but with the pink now. So the 10 is done, so we'll do the same thing with yellow again. So we'll go fast because you already seen it, so no use to wait too long on it. Cut it again and bring back the pink after that. So you got 10 yellow, 10 pink, 10 yellow, 10 pink there. And then you will continue with 90 yellow to finish your hat. So when your work start touching the table, it's time to roll it to prevent some drop stitch because it will make some tension. So if you turtleneck it like this, it will be okay and safe, so to prevent some drop stitch. So I continue like that. It will be time soon. To cast off. So not cast off now. I did, like, you know, when you arrive at this with the knot that is not in the right place, I just, when it happened to me, I just change the knot of place. I decide where I want it and I cut the excess like this. It's only a little fix, so that way prevent to have like a uncomfortable spot on your hat. To be aware. So make sure it being grabbed correctly by the hook and then you could continue. So we'll continue like that till I get 130 rows. I know that a lot of people do the hat at 110, so if you're more comfortable without a brim, you go with 110 for your total. So time to cast off. To cast off, I will use the wool needle, start after the tail of the yarn and go to the right, and make sure that you crank your machine because you want it to be able to move in front of the yarn feeder because it's the place that the machine releases the stitches. So just go a little bit by a little bit, because if you crank it for full rows, you'll be have more chance to lose some stitch during the cast off. So take your time and you will be just fine. There, make sure you don't forget any stitches because you don't want any drop stitch. There you go. Pull and then you stretch your work. So the hat is almost finished. So now it's time to pull on your tail to close the end, just like this. And then you go around to make sure that you grab all the stitches and there's no hole in the middle. You do that and you finish with a double knot. You will do the same thing on the other side. It's very easy to do a double layer hat, as you could see. So we'll do the same thing on this side, just to secure it. There. There you go. So I will go in the middle of it, pick with the yarn needle, and go to the other side to get the tail of it. Bring those two together and do a double knot. So your hat is finished. Now I will show how I did my little pom-pom tassel. I call it pom-pom because it's a small tassel and very fluffy at the end, so it looked like a pom-pom. So I have my hat done. Time to do my tassel like this. So I use a little object that I have at home, and it's 7 centimeters wide. So I will go with double my yarn with a yarn of pink and yellow together, and I will do approximately 30 rows around it to make sure that I have enough yarn to make it fluffy. So we'll do around 30 turn around it, and then with a little piece of yarn and my hook I will go under it, grab the yarn and come back, and I will do a double knot there, and I keep the yarn double like this to be attached at the end on the hat. You could do a braid or something like that, but the thing is, this video I did it for the newbies that not comfortable with braid or hook, so this one will be just fine for the newbies. Oh, I'm not in the right angle, sorry for that. So we'll do around the yarn and put my finger on it to secure it there, and then I will go and cut it just like that. There, keep it in my arm and my hands and cut the excess right there, so it will be just fluffy. So I made my 2 tassels is done. Now it's time to attach them on the hat. So I did a little bit creative, like I took a yellow one and a pink one, and now I will attach it on the top of my hat. There, go in the middle, grab one and grab 2. I know you're gonna say no, you cannot, because if you do a knot it will not stay, but you will see inside I will do a little trick to change that, so it will work, don't worry. So I pull those 2 inside, and you could give like a little difference of length. So now I keep my yarn wool needle, and I will go change for one color. I take the yellow one and I will bring it inside the 2 layer right there, and then I will do the double knot, so we'll be secure in it, and I those little tail between the 2 layer, and that's it. Voila, this is the video for this week. So see you next week for another video. Ciao ciao, and don't forget to enjoy your weekend and have a great day with your family or friend. Enjoy them. Every moment with family is important. Bye bye.